We are most delighted to have you joining today's program under the very timely and thought-provoking theme, Leadership and Innovation in Turbulent Times. The conference will also explore the global emerging opportunities amidst macroeconomic and geopolitical changes.
Now this year, our theme is Leadership and Innovation in Turbulent Times. I hope you will have a fruitful day and will be inspired by the sharing of our speakers and panelists to develop insights on how organizations survive and thrive in turbulent times under effective leadership and innovation.
It is really because the US has the largest market, okay? And therefore, if you made it in the US, you have an invention and you can actually become very successful. You can make a lot of money. The same is true in China. The vast Chinese market can attract entrepreneurs, innovators, and venture capitalists because of the economies of scale.
I think Hong Kong is a place for the spirit of entrepreneurship. That's how, my impression to Hong Kong when I grew up. But Hong Kong could be a better home for entrepreneurs with the right investment into infrastructure and the right support and emphasis from policymakers.
Many VCs and PE funds have stopped chasing for new deals, and they have reprioritized their resources, sometimes just to conserve their cash for future investments, or they have to divert their available liquidity to help their existing portfolio.
Now, there are lots of problems with this. The technology was early. There were no users who really cared about immutable preservation. And frankly speaking, the governance structures of cryptocurrencies made news aggregation and also news validation quite difficult. So at that point, we passed. We didn't do anything.
Opportunity for all and an era for open innovation, and that brings about marketing dimensions, is bring about talents. And I still think Hong Kong remains a place, I'm very confident that we will be a place to gel innovation, talents for the growth of this city.
So our focus is on the user, on each of you, and to continue to deliver helpful products. And by doing that, we hope that we will continue to grow our products. Our most recent one to cross 1 billion users is Google Photos, and all of our storage capabilities and computer vision technologies to create an experience for you that has now garnered over 1 billion users around the world.
And what's interesting across this is, again, there's a massive similarity in these things that are, in terms of ranking importance, between the generations and, importantly, in gender. I could look at this chart for hours and this data for hours, because I think it's really a very interesting snapshot about what today is the relationship between an employee and employer.
Yeah, I think that value is very important. It's very important to communicate with our staff about what is their value and the underlying value that the sense of purpose to work. So when we have a clear value of why we are working, and then actually the commitment just comes. So I think exploring the value is very important.
Many corporate events, particularly since lockdown, I'm getting a lot of my clients asking me to talk to their staff about how the staff can find their own purpose and find the overlap, like in the Venn diagram, find the alignment between their individual purpose and the collective corporate purpose.
We currently operate in 28 markets and we are number 1 in 15 of them. We are the world's largest international health and beauty retailer, so it's quite rare actually for a Hong Kong company, especially a retail brand, to be truly international.
My today's topic is why culture matters. So the culture is Melina talked a lot about VUCA. So in the current environment, we have talked about volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity.
Just a little bit zooming out, because we are looking at the macro environment. Now, just for the interest on focusing on the more economically vibrant countries, people usually look at the main six, which would be Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, and Vietnam.
What is innovative leadership? It involves applying innovation and creativity to manage people and processes. Innovative leaders inspire productivity or customer solutions in new ways and through different approaches than has typically been used and taken.
We have had a long but very engaging day today, I believe. And we have been offered new perspectives on some of the key issues and ideas that will inspire leadership and innovation in turbulent times. And of course, the conference will not be a success without your support and also stimulating participation. I now declare the conference closed. Thank you once again and have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chen.